Good morning, gang. I'm down on the Lee River at Inverleigh, and this morning we're going to try and catch a blackfish. Now, both rods are in. I've got one just down by the rocks, down the bottom there, one a bit further out in the hole. It's about an hour before sunrise, and I've got my fingers crossed for a blackfish this weekend, a 30 centimetre blackfish, so I can do a catch and cook blackfish. Let's kick back here. I'm going to hang around this hole until it gets bright, and then I'm going to start heading upstream back towards Teesdale, and we'll try there. I'm at a place called Inverleigh. I'm about 130 k's west of Melbourne on the Lee River. This river I've caught heaps in. I've caught heaps of blackfish, heaps of trout, heaps of eels, heaps of redfin. This river runs mainly through farmland, so a lot of it's inaccessible. But I know there's blackfish here in this hole. So when it starts to lighten up a little bit, I'll be able to get a better look at what's going on. But blackfish hunt in the dark. Fingers crossed. And I've done it, guys. I've got the 30 centimetre blackfish. There it is, right there. I'll get a better footage of this once the light comes up, but I've got it. There is the 30 centimetre blackfish. I'm going to get an actual measurement on it, but that is quite a big blackfish. Have a look at the beautiful colours on this fish. This is a native Australian fish, the Native Australian River Blackfish, and these things are absolutely beautiful. So they're protected for most of the year. So it's almost 6 months of the year they're protected for. I think the last time I had a look, you can keep 2 of these per day, but they've got to be 30 centimetres or bigger. Just have a look at this animal. What a beautiful animal. It's got some big teeth on it. There we go. The Native Australian River Blackfish. Got it. This blackfish is around about 32, 33 centimetres. There you go. Nice work. The rods are back in. The morning session is not over. I got the 30 centimetre blackfish, so we've got a catch and cook blackfish coming up. I'm going to get the rods back in. We're going to see this morning out. Maybe I'll catch some redfin. If I get an eel, it's going back. I don't need any more eels. Let's get some more. Something huge jumped out there. Something's playing with this rod. Jumped something small. Let's wait and see what happens. Okay, something's tapping on that one again. Might be small, might be a yabby. Still can't see the line, it's still quite dark out here. This hole has gone pretty quiet now. I've got the one blackfish there. There was a splash over there. I've had a couple of little taps on that line. What I might do, I'm going to get that blackfish in a bag and get it in the fridge in the car. Pull these rods in. I'm going to head down those rocks down there. I'm going to try and find another way down. Because I've never fished anywhere down that way. It's always been upstream from this spot on the Lee River. I'll take this all the way up to near Teesdale. I think that's the go. I'll get this blackfish in the fridge and we'll move off. I've got what I came for. Cool, let's do it. And we're moving spot. Oh, there's heaps of spots down here. This is fantastic. We'll find another way to get down. We'll get the lines in and we'll hang around here for a bit longer. New spots. Maybe just on the other side of these trees here. Blackberries everywhere there. That's no good. We'll find another spot. Maybe down there. Let's check this one out. Here we go. Here's a great spot down here. That's where I was before over there. I'm going to get down to this little section here. I'm going to have to smash my way through here. Let's go. Have a look at this place. Look at this for a spot. Look at that big log over there. I've got the first rod in, it's just here. And I've got the other rod in, just here. Just in that spot down there. Alright, I'm going to go hang up by that log over there, grab a seat. This is beautiful. I'm glad I came for a walk to find this spot. I'm currently in Inverleigh, at the back of the tennis courts. And down that way, the Leigh River merges with the Barwon River, and the water's slowed right down. Waters get a bit brown and murky, but up here in Inverleigh, the water's beautiful, it's clear. There's lots of blackfish up here, there's redfin, there's trout. The further downstream you go, the more eels there are, the more carp there is. Yeah, upstream, the water gets even clearer. You can swim in it up there, it's absolutely beautiful. There's lots of swimming holes upstream, up near Shelford. Out of Shelford, the river becomes completely inaccessible all the way up to where the Leigh River begins, which is, what river is that called? Nope, can't remember. We'll get back to that. There, so look, I'm going to kick back here for just a little bit, not too long, and I'm going to head upstream and go to my favourite spot of all on the Leigh River, which is just near the bridge, Twin Bridges I believe it's called, just before Teesdale. Yeah, okay, here we go. Let's just wait around a little bit. What a beautiful spot. This is the next sunrise spot. Next time I come down this... Here we go, we're on. That just hit. Wait for it. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. It's moving. Yep, I'm on. Oh yeah. Whoa! This is probably an eel. I'm going to have to put the phone down, that's a big one. Cool. There's an eel there. I don't want to keep any eels. I've got enough eels at home. So I'm going to keep this guy in the water and try and get him unhooked before he does too much damage to himself. Where am I going to get down here? Probably just straight here. I'm going to have to put the phone down. I'll be back. Alright, so this guy's a native Australian eel. He's hooked in the mouth, which is good. So I'm just going to hold him there for a second, keep him in the water, because he'll get tangled in the reeds and in the line and all kinds of stuff and he'll hurt himself. But that's another native Australian. These things are absolutely beautiful. That's a good size. I would keep that if I wanted to, but I've got enough of these in the freezer at home. So I'm going to let this guy go. I should have pointy nose pliers on me, but I don't. I'm going to try and get him off without hurting himself. Okay, I'll be back. Give me a second, gang. All right, I've got the eel out. I'm going to unhook him. I'm going to show you what these guys do, how smart these things are. Watch this. Right, the hook's off the eel and he's made his own way back to the water. Look at that, back he goes. Geez, I wish I had got that. Oh, that was close. And when you catch an eel and you bring them up onto the bank and you get the hook out of them to let them go, they actually make their way back to the water on their own, not like a fish that just flops there on the bank. They actually make a dart back to the water. I only got a little bit of it, it was too quick. Anyway, next time I catch one, I'll try and get it for you. Really is cool. Smart. Alright, I've cast way out there over by that tree. Let's see if there's anything out there. I've probably disturbed this a little bit by that eel thrashing around, but let's have another crack. I'll just go check this other rod. Alright guys, I'm going to pull this rod out here. I'm going to cast it out over by those roots over there. Alright, that's in just under those roots. Let's see if there's anything living in there. We'll go back over here, grab a seat over there, and we'll wait and see what happens for the rest of the morning here. Or for the rest of this spot here anyway. Just found a really cool spot right there. Right where I'm standing. Just here. My other rod's out there at that log. I'm going to bring that one in and just drop it in there. Let's see if there's anything hiding in there. Maybe a blackfish, maybe a redfin hiding in those logs. Stand by. Okay, that rod is in that little dark spot there. Is there anything hiding in those roots? We will soon find out. Might be the current just pulling that line. Let's see what happens. I'll be back if it... Oh, hang on, that looks like it's moving. I reckon something might be playing with that. Might be just the current. Something's hitting that. Here we go, something's hitting it. Look at that, there's something under that log. It's probably an eel, but we're going to have a crack in a second, have another hit. Go for it, go for it. Well, it's probably an eel. Oh, shit. I pulled it too quick. Ah, get back. Damn it. Okay, that's back in. There was something under that log playing with that. Hopefully it hasn't gone. Hopefully it didn't spook it when I pulled the bait out of its mouth. It's probably only small. Fingers crossed we'll see what that was. Here we go, it's on again. Here we go. Something's there playing with it. It's probably a yabby. I'm just going to let this go because it might be just something small. There's definitely something playing with it. I'm tipping that's a yabby. Just wait. Let it go. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, I've got something. Look at that. Fantastic. It's pull and drag too. Oh, I'm going to get this in. Oh, it's an eel. Look at that. Little eel swimming around in there. Whoa! Look at that. Oh, it's a little eel. I'm going to have to get this thing hooked up, unhooked. I don't know how I'm going to get it out now. All right, I'll be back in a second. All right, that eel's going to have to come with me. It was hooked too deep, so that eel's going to have to come with me. I'm going to get this rod in now, and we're going to head upstream to my favourite spot on the Lee River, up near Teesdale, and we'll see if we can't get ourselves probably a redfin. I'm after a big redfin now. Probably going to be eel, so I'll make sure I'm prepared. That's it for me down on the Lee River. I've caught two natives. I caught a native blackfish and a native eel. The eel has to come with me. It got hooked too deep, so he's coming with me. They're on ice now. I'm going to head up to the Lee River in Teesdale and we're going to have another crack. Hopefully I can get a big redfin. That's what I'm after. Let's see if we can get one of them. Going to get all this gear packed up. Going to move off. So I'm back at my favourite spot on the Lee River. It's just in there in those trees. You've got to bush bash through there to get down there. It's a tiny little bit of river on the Lee River. I come down here a lot. It's prone to have eel in that spot. There's trout in there, there's redfin in there also. It's a tiny little spot on the river. I'm going to head down there. I'll just hang around for a little bit, not too long. I'm pretty sure I'm going to catch an eel, so I'm going to make sure I've got my pointy nose pliers on me so as I can let it go without too much damage to it. I'll grab my rods, we'll get down there for a little bit and enjoy this beautiful morning. There's a nice looking rig that just went across there. Whew. Sounds good too. What's that? Open it up, mate. Now we'll just wait for this truck to come through. Wait for the truck to go through. Let's go. Now there's like a little pathway here that I've made over the years. Overgrown. Yeah, we've got to smash through all this. I don't normally come here in the afternoon because there could be snakes down here unless I've got my snake gaiters on. Let's try and push through this. Oh, it's pretty high, it's a jungle in here. Everything's tangled and caught, which is great. Okay, we're getting closer now, so I'll just keep a bit quiet. I might stand on this one and push that one out like some kind of noxious weed. Oh. Okay, here's the spot. Okay, we're here. There's the spot I normally cast in, straight in front of that log there. And normally another one back that way. I'm going to get both rods baited up now. I'll get those pointy nose pliers in my pocket ready to go. And my fingers crossed we get ourselves a redfin. Is it busy down here this morning? Cars flying around everywhere. Oh, let's get baited up. Both rods are in. That one there is over by the log. This one here is over by that log. I've made enough noise down here, so hopefully I've scared everything away and I won't catch any eels. Let's kick back and wait and see what happens. Okay, that line's moving. It may be the current pulling it, but we'll wait and see. It's pulling on that now. Here we go. This will be an eel for sure. Look, it's looking suspect like an eel. It'll be an eel. Wait for it. Oh, missed it. Oh! I've recast that back in there again. Let's see if whatever that was comes back. Nothing on this line yet. Still very quiet. I've never actually done a sunrise fish down here before. I reckon I might organise one. Over by those tree roots there, hopefully you can see it. I reckon there'd be blackfish in there. Yeah, I might organise a sunrise fish down here one morning. Stand by. Okay, here we go. Someone's pulling on that. Here it is. Here we go. We're on. We're on. Let's let it go. Be an eel. I reckon it'll be an eel for sure, but we'll see. That's gone. So let's just wait a bit longer. Might come back. Here we go, it's moving. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, did it again. Done him again. All right. That's it for the morning window. I'm going to head into Teesdale and do some more work on the car. And then in the afternoon, I'm going to head towards Lal Lal. I'm going to set up camp for the night. I'll see you later on. Righto, gang. I've just landed at Hunt's Bridge picnic ground. I'm going to spend the night here tonight. We're going to do catch and cook blackfish, the river blackfish I caught this morning. Before I go set my tent up, it's too hot for all that sort of business. I'm going to head around and go find some new spots on this river that I haven't fished before. I've done a lot down that way upstream. Going to head downstream over here and see if there's anything around down there. Yeah, going to set the tent up here, set the cookers up. I might get one of these awnings out. We'll see what happens, whether I get them out or not. Anyway, I'm going to go for a walk around and see if I can find some new spots. So here's Hunt's Bridge. This is just near the picnic ground. The picnic ground is just up over that rise there. This looks like it's Hunt's Bridge. There's a nice spot down there where you can see, oh, look at the river. It's absolutely stunning. Oh. So if no one sets up down there tonight, I'll come down here and get a line in. Look how beautiful that water is. Crystal clear. This is the Moorabool River. So this is south of Lal Lal Reservoir. So I'd love to get in there as well, but there's just no access down there. I need to hack my way down. Fantastic. Let's get down there. Let's get down here and have a bit of a look and see what's down there for access. Yeah, as I was saying, so this is the Moorabool River. This is south of the Lal Lal Reservoir, so just upstream, probably a couple of kilometres, is the Bungal Dam wall. And you've got the Lal Lal Reservoir there, and that's the drinking water for the Golden Plains area, or one of the reservoirs. It is a beautiful place. I'll do a video out there at some point. We'll probably go out there in winter. All right, here we are. We're on the other side of the bridge. There's the bridge there. Geez, that's beautiful out here. Look at all these ferns. So nice. Yeah, there's access down to the river there. We'll go down here and have a look. Stunning, isn't it? Just beautiful. Well, let's see what's around the bend. Should have bought the ute down here. This would have been good. If it rains overnight, I won't be able to get it out, so I'm not even going to bother taking that risk. Yeah, look at this. That is absolutely stunning. Look at this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a rod in down here later for sure. Stunning. Beautiful. Right, we'll keep walking that way. We'll see what else is there. Any other access? A bit of access down here. There's a path down here. It's a great spot in there. Definitely have to try that. There's something that way. Let's go and have a quick peek at what that is. Looks like maybe more access. There's a sign of some description there. Let's go and have a look. What's that? Track here. Aha, yeah, that'd be right. So down there, there's a man-made structure right down there. And that's a man-made structure there. So if there's any fish downstream of that structure, they're not coming up here because of that. Unless the water gets higher, which is possible. There you go. Don't know what that is. Something to do with the water, I imagine. There you go. So these, just here guys, they're blackberries. These things are across every system that I've been to. They are everywhere. You look along the banks there, up on the banks of that river there, they are everywhere. Here, now they're introduced. I believe they came with the Europeans, I'm not quite sure. Well, with the first fleet, I've got no idea, but they are introduced and they are everywhere. The only way to get rid of these is to dig them out, apparently, out by the roots. How are we going to get to those up there? Beautiful spot. All right, I'm going to head back up to camp. I'm going to start playing around with these videos I've made today, start rotating them, get them where they're supposed to be, and start preparing for tonight's session. And once it gets a bit cooler, once that sun drops, we'll do a catch and cook blackfish. Excellent. All right, so the next setup of the ute is done. So it's an awning on this side now. So that's going to keep the heat out of the box there for the fridge that works on the solar. So I've got an awning on that side, I've got an awning on the other side. I've got a solar set up. It's a work in progress. The solar's nearly ready. I'll do a full walk through of the ute once it's done, and it's not done yet. So it's coming, it's getting there. This awning went on today, and I've got all the bits and pieces now to finish the solar. So once that gets done, I'll take it all out and set it all up and show you what it all looks like. There's a lot of work gone into this. Bit of fun. Righto guys, to speed things up for when I get back tonight, I've got the rice on boil already. We're going to have a chili fried rice with river blackfish. So I'm going to go out fishing for a couple of hours. Once this rice is all cooked, I'm going to put it in the fridge there, cool it right down and get it ready to fry it up later on. Pretty much what we do here is you just chuck the rice in. Make sure you wash it first before you start cooking with it. So wash the rice, put it in the boiling water and boil it up until it's soft. It's as simple as that. Once that is boiled and ready to go, that's going to go in the fridge here and going to cool it right down. There we have that rice. That's cooked, ready to go. We'll put it in the fridge here and then that's ready to fry up when I get back from fishing. Lift that up, in it goes. Perfect. We're off. It's 4 o'clock. I'm going to get a couple of hours fishing in, then I'm going to head back and start cooking dinner. Fantastic. I'm going to head, I think this is upstream. So there's 2 spots we're going to stop at tonight. One of them is going to be right here, but we're going to do this one on the way back. I've caught plenty of fish in this little hole here, so that'll be on the way back. But now we're going just up around the corner here. It's too hot to be walking through this grass because there's no track just past here. I don't want to get done by a snake, and I've got a catch and cook to do. So what we'll do, we'll just go up on this bend up here, spend an hour here, then come down to the next spot, spend an hour there, and then we'll get back to the car and start cooking dinner. Tomorrow morning will be different. Tomorrow morning I'm going to head to the other side where I looked at this afternoon, and then back down here quickly, and then we're going to get out of here and head back to Melbourne. Now, where is this spot? There's long grass everywhere. Look at all this long grass. The track is barely formed. So I'm just going to keep my eyes open. I think I'm just going to stop here. So in the past, I've been way up around that corner. I've probably gone a kilometre upstream there. Well, I'm not walking through that. Not with that pair of shorts on and my work boots. I'm going to want my snake gaiters or gum boots. Just too hot for it, so I'm just going to chill here. I've got a couple of beers. I've got my rods. I am happy. Beautiful. Well, this is it, guys. This is me for the next hour. Got a can of Carlton. I'll drink this here. I'll go down to the next spot. I'll have a can of Vic. Fish are jumping. I've already heard one splash. I don't know what's out here again. It's very hot. Maybe trout, maybe not. The sun's going down. Let's see how this plays out. It's been about 50 minutes and I haven't had a single touch. It might still be early. It's 5 o'clock, but that's okay. Beautiful spot on the river there. Oh, fantastic. So we're gonna wait another 10 minutes and I'm gonna move off to the final spot. I'll kick back there for an hour and then back to the ute to start cooking. I am starting to get hungry. The 2 rods are in. This is the last spot for this evening. Then I'm gonna head back and start cooking. Fingers crossed. Let's get a big redfin. Maybe a big brown trout. Let's see what happens. I've got a can of Vic in there. I'm going to sit on my brand new chair and let's bring out this evening. That's just about it. It's 5:30. I'm starting to get starving. I haven't had a single bite, not here, not at the other spot. It's probably a bit too early. The sun's, I should start expecting some bites soon. Anyway, going to get these rods in. We're going to get back to the car and start cooking up that blackfish. Let's do it. Well, that is just about it for the night, gang. I've had my dinner, catch and cook blackfish. It was absolutely beautiful. The tent's all set up. The solar batteries are fully charged. I've got a can of VB right here. And the neighbours have got a whole bunch of death metal going. It couldn't be more perfect. See you tomorrow. We're back out on the river this morning.